Hello everyone. Welcome to this council. This is the Council of the Butterfly and my name is Lauren Sheehan. And today's council is about your menstrual cycle and your body and how you are a cyclical being and how you are nature. Not just you are like nature, you literally are nature. And if you want to know more about what the Council of the Butterfly is, please watch the pinned intro video entitled Welcome to the Council of the Butterfly, and that will give you more information about who I am and why I am doing these videos for you. So let's get into it. Your body is a cyclical being. What does that mean? Cyclical meaning cycle in a circle, like a spiral. Like the seasons of nature. Every year we go through summer, fall, winter, spring. And in some parts of the world we only go through, rainy season and hot season. But and some places have, just cold. But for most, everyone has 4 seasons. Some places and some cultures, some theories and teachings consider there to be 5 seasons. The 5th season being late summer. This is one of my favorite ways to look at the seasons, which is from the ancient Chinese tradition of Chinese 5-element theory. We have winter, spring, summer, late summer from about mid-August to the end of September, fall, and then winter again in a circle. And why this is important is because our Western culture, especially like our North American culture, looks at life in a very linear way from point A to point B. And we look at it as like from small to big, and from that getting bigger and bigger and bigger is better and better and better, and that is the way we should live, and that is where we should aim our trajectory. It's also a very, it's also, well, it's just not a healthy way for a woman in a woman's body, or a girl who's growing into a woman's body, to start to live, to start to put herself on a trajectory that just goes from A to B and look at herself linearly and then try to form her life from that place. I say this from experience, from growing up, going to public school, being in North American culture, and doing that and doing the prescribed thing and getting really super burnt out, having a lot of, having some health issues. I thankfully didn't have fertility issues, but if you look around, if you start seeing what's happening with older women and even a lot of teen girls, you'll notice that there's a lot of people having issues with fertility, with their menstrual cycles. And the menstrual cycle, this cyclical part of our being, this is like the keystone of our health and our body. But it's not just for our physical health, it's also for our everything. It's like our spirit guide, our ultimate spirit guide. It's like the map of our soul as women. And maybe you've heard of the hero's journey, which tends to follow, a hero, which can mostly be male, but nowadays we have a lot of female heroines who follow the hero's journey, and that's really great. But the hero's journey is not this. Your menstrual cycle is the real female-bodied hero's journey, and it's very, very important and imperative that you learn to follow this cyclical part that lives within you, that's not outside of you, it lives within you, and it informs you from inside of you. And each time we have this period, this menstrual cycle that we go through, that has 4 or 5 phases depending on how you look at it, and I'm going to be talking a lot more about this if you keep following this channel and anything from the Council of the Butterfly. And you go through these 5 phases every month, and they're very different, and they cause you to want very different things. They cause you to desire different things, to want to do different things, to say different things, to be around different people, because there is a natural intelligence in the cycle that helps us learn our creative rhythm. Not just for creating a baby, not only for making a family, it's also just for creating our life, the act of creating our life. We might be really focused, like right now I'm creating this channel for you and I'm really listening to my cycle as I create this. Maybe you're writing a book, maybe you're working on a project for school, whatever it is. It could be a small creative project, it could just be living your life. You know, living your life is a creative act. And I lost my train of thought because I just got really excited about that. Ooh, I just noticed someone is on. I wonder if that's why I lost my train of thought. Hi, whoever is watching this live. So let me just track back. You are a cyclical being. Your body is nature. We live in this beautiful earth that cycles through the same rhythm that we cycle through. We have these phases of seeding and dream time and visioning and gathering all this energy to grow and grow up, and then the earth grows plants and food and fruits and blossoming flowers, and then she releases those things. People harvest them, animals eat them, and things get pollinated, things regenerate, seeds regenerate and get fertilized, and then things fall away, the leaves fall off the trees, and then wintertime happens again, and there's a fallow, there's a rest, in which the soil is very, very important. If you know anything about farming, that the soil has this fallow time so that it can replenish its nutrients, it can be rejuvenated so that it can actually bring the greatest fertility, the greatest and best plants and harvesting for the next year. Our bodies, our wombs, our uteruses, we work exactly the same way. We are nature, and we are a part of this symbiotic ecosystem that we see outside of us, and we can learn by watching nature how we are. We can learn by tending to nature, by tending to a garden, by tending to plants and animals, how to tend to ourselves. And lastly, we can learn simply by listening to our bodies and really journaling without judgment about our own desires, our own feelings through each phase, and understanding all phases, not only just when we're bleeding, and especially not in just a way where we say, ah, my period's here and this sucks so much. Hi, Bubby. Just in time. The baby's here. Can you open the door? Anyhow, that's probably good enough for today. And let all of that sit with you, and we'll be talking lots more about this. So have a lovely day, and we'll talk soon.